Customers have stayed with us in this difficult year. We added 1.4 million customers in the course of the year. The results is a testimony that if you have a strategy which is long term, you are well positioned to weather some of the storms. We invest a significant portion of our capital investments to enhance the data capabilities. So you might have noticed that we invested significantly in the network last year. So we added 550 4G sites, 653 3G sites, and 250 more sites. We invested significantly in fixed network as well, which we think will provide some of the growth for future. So we started off very recently on home fiber. As of end of last financial year, we were 50,000 homes or something like that. As of end of this financial year, we already at 140,000 homes passed. So we've invested significantly, almost more than double the capacity. We will continue to invest, and we think that the pent-up demand is enough for us to continue to grow that area. Any intervention has to be pro-consumer and what's right for consumer. Some of these interventions are anti-consumer and something which does not take us forward as a country. For example, to look at one regulation which says Safaricom should not be allowed to launch products which are not replicatable by others would mean that we slow down or kill innovation, which we don't think is right in the long run for the country. So interoperability of wallet is an extremely important step that we supported as well. Today you can send money elegantly between wallets. When it comes to agents, it's a slightly different game because today, technically speaking, all the agents that we have can be also agents for competition, Equity Bank or KCB or Airtel or whoever it might be. So we think that the individual relationships that needs to be tied with the agent has to be done by you, each one of you, based on your own terms. We would encourage our competition also to spread it that way and try and reach as many as they can. And that's a very different game from making consumers' life easier through a wallet.
So you're saying they can use your agents?
They can employ our agents. In fact, a significant amount of agents are common, but they have to create their own contract, they have to employ them on their own, or even look out for more agent, because this country needs a lot more jobs. So rather than piggy banking on the employment that Safaricom has created, we would think that the right way to think for the country is to create more jobs, and there's enough potential in this country. So Bob's always had a leadership style where he inspires people with a vision, lays out the boundary of how we operate as a leadership team, and then gives a lot of autonomy, and that's the way he's been running the company, which resulted in creating a lot of leaders in the company, which I think is a hallmark of a great leadership, which really helped when we went through this unexpected difficult phase where he suddenly had to take a leave because of his health conditions. We think we would continue to get inspired in the same way and operate with the type of leadership bench strength that we have, which is fantastic. And Bob will intervene as and when which he already does, as and when his health permits, and hopefully will come back to lead it from here in Nairobi as soon as he can. Bob continued to remain the CEO of the company, and me and Joe provide support roles in running the business while he continues to remain CEO of the company. So what that enabled us to do is constantly be in touch with him, reconfirm some of the important decisions that we take, and whenever his health permits, when we are in London, do face-to-face discussions. And today technology is so developed that you can pretty much replicate a lot of things that you do face-to-face through technology. And that ensured that we continue to get the benefit of his leadership and advice.